Hello everyone. In this video, we'll learn the Himalayan rivers of India with a very simple explanation to make it very easy to learn and remember the Himalayan rivers. So we'll cover the origin, tributaries and the drainage system of all the important Himalayan rivers of India. Alright, let's begin. Now before we begin, we must understand some important basic terms such as drainage system and tributaries. Along with drainage system, we also must remember drainage pattern. Drainage pattern. So, a drainage system is referred to the origin of rivers and their development with time. So, a river, let's say Ganga, originates at Gomukh and it traverses its path and it follows a fixed path, and there are other tributaries that are joining it. It has a rainshed area, it has a watershed area. So, this is how a drainage system is defined. If we talk about the drainage pattern, it is referred to the geometrical form of the rivers of a particular area and its spatial arrangement. So as you can see here, this is a drainage pattern for a river where different tributaries are joining. There are tributaries, there are distributaries, and there's a particular pattern. So here you can see it is a drainage pattern. It is a dendritic pattern. So this is how a drainage pattern is defined. If we talk about tributaries, tributaries are smaller stream of rivers that join a larger stream of rivers. So let's say these are small stream of rivers which are joining a larger stream of rivers. So these are tributaries for this larger stream of river. Now the drainage pattern is dependent on four major factors, which is the shape and structure of the rocks. Second is the physiographic slope, deciding the gradient flow, and it is dependent on gravity. And the third one is quantity of flowing water. Fourth one is the period or time of flow. Now let us look at the Indian classification of the river systems. The first one is the Himalayan river system and the second is the peninsular river system. There are some minor rivers as well. In this video, we'll cover the Himalayan river system. The Himalayan river system is further classified into the Indus river system, the Ganga river system and the Brahmaputra river system. The important rivers of the Indus river system are Indus, Jhelum, Chenab, Beas, Ravi and Satluj. Whereas the important rivers of the Ganga river system are Ganga and Yamuna, Sarda and Ghagra, Gandak and Kosi, Chambal, Betwa Son, and Mahananda. The important rivers of the Brahmaputra river system are Lohit, Dihang and Dibang, Subansiri, Kameng, Manas and Sankosh, and Tista. Indus River System. Now, this river system is shared between India and Pakistan. In India, it is predominant in the northern parts such as J&K, Himachal Pradesh, and Punjab. Now, the most important river of this river system is the river Indus, which originates near Mansarovar Lake in Tibet, and it flows through J&K and finally into Pakistan, flowing into the Arabian Sea. Now, let's look at the tributaries of the river Indus. If we understand the left-hand tributaries, the first one is Jhelum. Now, Jhelum originates at Sheshnag Lake near Verinag and flows through J&K and finally into Pakistan. The second one is the river Chenab. Chenab actually originates with the help of two streams such as the Chandra and Bhaga, and it originates near Kilong and finally traverses into Pakistan. Now we come to Ravi and Beas. The river Ravi originates near Rohtang Pass in Kullu and finally ends up in the river Chenab. And when it comes to the river Beas, Beas originates near Rohtang Pass in the Beas Kund in Himachal Pradesh and finally ends up in the river Satluj. Next is river Satluj, which originates at Rakas Lake near Mansarovar in Tibet and finally ends up in the river Chenab. Now I hope you have noticed that the river Chenab is the only river of the Indus left-hand tributaries that finally reaches the river Indus. Rest all the tributaries, the major tributaries, end up in the river Chenab or in the river Satluj. Now there are also two other minor rivers in the left-hand tributaries of the Indus river system, which are Zanskar and Panjnath. Also, an important point to note here is that the river Indus as well as the river Satluj are antecedent rivers. So we have described this term and various other terms in this video. You can find the link here. So this video is 50 geographical terms that you must know for any exam. This is a video series of 5 videos. Go and watch this. You'll understand a lot of geographical terms. And basically antecedent rivers are those rivers which started well before the Himalayas uplifted, and they traverse through the Trans-Himalayas, the greater Himalayas, and they have maintained their flow through ages. Now let us look at the right-hand tributaries of the Indus River. The important rivers are Shyok, Hunza, Gilgit, Swat, Kunar, Kabul and Kurram. So Shok and Gilgit are some of the important rivers that flow through India. The other rivers are for the curious minds who want to know the right hand tributaries. So these rivers, Swat, Kunar, Kabul, Kurram, flow in Pakistan and Afghanistan, and these are the right hand tributaries of Indus. Now that we have learned the Indus river system, let's look at the Ganga river system. The most important river of the Ganga river system is the river Ganga. It is the holiest river of India according to the Hindu belief and culturally a very important one. The Ganga originates from the Gangotri glacier near Gomukh in the district of Uttarkashi in Uttarakhand. Here it is known as the Bhagirathi. Now let us look at the sources of the river Ganga. The river Dhauli forms the river Alaknanda at Joshimath, and the river Alaknanda meets Pendari at Karnprayag, Mandakini at Rudraprayag, and Bhagirathi at Devprayag. The river Bhagirathi has its origin at Gangotri, which is considered as the main origin of the river Ganga. After leaving Uttarakhand, it passes through Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal, and finally into Bangladesh, ending up into the Bay of Bengal. Now, the left hand tributaries of the river Ganga are Gomti, Rapti, Sarda, Ramganga, Ghagra, Gandak, and Kosi. These are the important ones. Now, the right hand tributaries, the most important is river Yamuna, which is the largest right hand tributary of the river Ganga. Others are Chambal, Betwa, Son. An important point to note here is that the river Hooghly is not a tributary but a distributary of the river Ganga, as it leaves instead of joining the river Ganga and finally ends up into the Bay of Bengal. Now that we have learned the Ganga river system, finally let's look at the Brahmaputra river system. Now the river Brahmaputra originates from a glacier in the Kailash range near the Mansarovar lake to the north of the Himalayas. It is known as the river Sangpo in Tibet, and it creates a deep gorge by cutting through the Himalayas near Namcha Barwa. The left-hand tributaries of the river Brahmaputra are Lohit, Budi Dehing, Dhansari, and Kelang, whereas the right-hand tributaries are Subansari, Kameng, Dihang, Sankosh, Dibang, Manas, and Tista. An important point to note here is that the world's largest riverine island, called the Majuli Island, is in the middle of the Brahmaputra. At present, its existence is in danger because of river erosion. So this is it for this video. The PDF notes for this video are available on the Civil Coursify Android app for free. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, download the Civil Coursify Android app, and follow us on Facebook and Telegram. Links are available in the description as well as comment section. Till then, thank you and take care.